Good morning, Nsppd. I am doing this video from the UK. I'm a Cameroonian living in the UK. The testimony is about 2 months, but I wanted a raw to do something else for me before I can come to testify. But since our pastor always emphasizes that what you have already had as an evidence, say it to testify it, and God will do more for you. That is why I'm doing this video this morning. I am that boy who has gone into many countries but nothing to show. I came to the UK in 2022 seeking asylum. After a year and plus, my case was refused and I had to appeal. I came to UK without knowing anyone. Even the guy who received me, whom at the nick of time somebody connected me to him to receive me, pushed me out of his house, and it wasn't easy for me at all. But God has always been with me. No matter what I've been passing through, at the age that I am now, in my 50s, God has been seeing me through. But my life is not something to reckon about because I've gone through thin and teeth in this life and I'm still going through it. But I'm still trusting God that He will see me through with my siblings. I am coming from a family of 7. 3 are gone. I am the last. 2 boys, 2 girls. My siblings are looking up to me, but I am myself looking up to others for help. We come from a very large extended family, where the extended family, but my father's house is not rich. But we thank God we are alive. Pastor Jerry, I've been in several countries without anything. I applied a visa from Korea to UK. I was granted a visa. My wife wasn't granted a visa. My children have never been close to me because I only go to Cameroon 2 months, 2 years, 2 months, and come back to where I am here. I'm living. Pastor Jerry, UK is the worst place I've been. UK is the worst place I've been. With what I've seen in UK, it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy at all. Let me start with my health challenges. I've been feeling pain under my rib, at the right corner of my rib, for many years. All these countries I've been in, I've been moving in and out of the hospital. They could not see what is the problem. So in August, I started feeling these pains again severely. And I had to go do a walk-in an emergency hospital where they took me in and they said they have to run a CT scan on me immediately, which they did, and they said I have gallbladder stones. What is gallbladder stones? They explained to me. Say this is always severe. That is why you feel those pains, and your own is really already has been there for long. I said yes. They said tomorrow they will do another scan, ultrasound scan on it, and then they see how spread these stones have been in my body. And they said I might be going under an operation. I was worried. I was worried. In the evening, I went to the reception and asked the receptionist to give me a piece of paper and a pen. And at night, I wrote, oh God, you know what I've been passing through. I am in UK, I have no helper. I have no sister, no brother, no friend who can even stand with me to check on me. Lord, my wife is far from me. My children are far from me. Father, whatever they call this sickness, with the others that are in my body, Jesus, Father, disappear this one. Let what they saw yesterday not see it again. I wrote that paper and I kept it beside my bed. In the morning, 11 o'clock, They came to pick me up on a wheelchair. And I went down there. The lady who did the ultrasound, like 40 minutes, was checking and checking and checking and checking. And they took me back to the ward. After 3 to 4 hours, 3 doctors came to me. And they were asking me for questions. Have you ever had an operation? I said, no. Do you have metastatic what in your body? I said, I don't know what you're talking about. They asked a lot of questions and they gave me paper to sign. And I asked them, what kind of paper are you giving me to sign? I read the paper and the questions they were asking me were the same questions which were there in that paper. And I signed. And I told them, but I was expecting you to tell me the last ultrasound you guys did, what you people saw. They were dumbfounded. And one of the doctors, who was a Japanese doctor there, said, Geofrey, we are very surprised of what is happening. We believe our machines are faulty and we need to do further investigation on your case. I said, what do you mean by that? He said, because what we saw yesterday when you came is different from what we saw today. I said, what did you see today? Because I know what you saw yesterday. And she said, the CT scan showed you have gallbladder stones, which are severe, and today we could not see any gallbladder stones. And I told the lady, I said, because a raw has healed me. She said, who's a raw? I said, God has healed me this night. God has done the operation, has taken the gallstones away. They all opened their eyes and they were looking at me. I said, yes. The 2 doctors just heard that and they left. The Japanese doctor was still there. A small girl was still there with me. I said, yes, God has healed me. He said, yeah, he believed in God. He said that Geoffrey will still have to do investigation. I said, even if you do 100 investigation, you will not find anything. And doctor, I want to tell you that I have a very important case in court on the 21st. So please, I need to be discharged. He said, no. She just refused immediately. Said, no, they cannot discharge you because we need to do further investigation on you. I said, madam, I have to go. I have to go because this case, I'll be waiting for my appeal for my asylum case for more than a year. And if I miss it, I have to wait again for another year and plus. So I can't miss it. Even if I have to die, then I will die in court. Then they will tell my family that I went to court for my case and I collapsed and I died. He said she cannot do that. I know doctor can do that. I was confused again. She left. After a few minutes, I went to her office. I started telling her again about my situation. Then she said, no doctor can discharge you. What we saw when you came here, although what we are saying now, we cannot comprehend it. So, if you really want to leave, then a nurse should give you a form to fill that you discharge yourself. I said, please, madam, give me that form immediately. And that is how I discharged myself and left the hospital. When I was leaving the hospital, the lady followed me again and came to me and said, Geoffrey, please, when you feel any different, please come back. I said, thank you so much, madam. When I feel different, I will come back. That is how God yanked away what they call gallbladder. Until today, I am not feeling any pain in this place again. That is how I was discharged. Going to my court case, I was to be in court on the 21st of August. Pastor Jerry's birthday was on the 22nd, and I prayed to God, Father, people are receiving from Pastor Jerry's birthday. Let me also receive my visa in the UK. I moved in these countries where I always wanted to be settled down and then bring my family. I'm unable. Lord, this is my last bus stop, UK. Let you do what only you alone can do for me. Pastor Jerry's birthday has passed on the 22nd. Pastor Jerry is supposed to come on the 21st on August. I was an usher in SS. He was supposed to come on the 23rd. Yes, my case was on the 21st. So I prayed all these prayers. I went to court. Our case, as an asylum seeker, you have one witness who is supposed to be there for what you have told the government of UK that has brought you into UK. That witness, at least, even if you don't have anything to give him, you have to give him transportation and food when he comes to court. I did not have any of that. I explained my situation to him. The guy looked at me and said, Geofrey, I'll be there in court. And he was there. And his presence also made a change in my situation. Everything went well in court, and the judge said, okay, you will hear from me in 2 weeks' time. And we all left. In 2 weeks' time, we waited. I was still on the altar praying. In 3 weeks' time, my lawyer called me. I had been a private lawyer, not just a solicitor with the government. He called me and said, Geoffrey, the case has been ruled in your favor. Bring our difference. That's bring the money that you are owing us. I don't know if to be crying or to be happy, because this lawyer, we had a deal of £3,000. I'm not working. I've never worked in the UK. I was starting where I will get this money from. I've managed all this little money friends have been giving to me, sending to me for food. I will be paying £50, £100. I managed for these 3 years to pay £900. This money was still lacking £2,100. My family brothers who have been assisting me in America also got tired. I told them about the situation. They got tired. And every day you ask somebody something. Tomorrow, 2 days, you get tired. I understood their situation. I put down my head in this room. This is an asylum accommodation that I'm living in. I put down my head and told God, Father, this is another situation coming. My visa will be in my lawyer's hands. How will I collect it? He will not give to me. He said straight in that message, bring our balance, £2,100. Where will I take this? Rob, please pay my debt for me. That was my short prayer I did. That is the time I took my phone and called my wife and told them the news. When they rule your case in court, they send to your lawyer, this matter has been ruled in your client's favor. They send to the Home Office, the case you brought before me on this date, I've ruled it in favor of Geoffrey. So if you don't like it, you can reappeal within 2 weeks. Within these 2 weeks, my heart was not still there. I regretted even telling my wife and some of my family members about this. I said I would have waited. I don't know what might befall me again. Because everything that goes very easy for people hardly goes easy for me. Even before now, when they refused me this appeal, I had people call me to tell them how it goes, to teach them what to say when they go to their interviews. And I told them what will be asked and how it should supposed to be answered. They had papers within 1 month, but myself, I did not have a paper. So I continued praying. 2 weeks passed. I said, thank God. I was calling and asking people, how does it work after these 2 weeks has passed? They said, since the 2 weeks has passed, that the Home Office has not reappealed, that the matter that the judge has ruled in my favor should be taken again to court. They said, now they're preparing for my e-visa. I waited 1 month. I waited another month. It's this last week that I got a letter from the Home Office that I am now with my e-visa in their system. I praise God. I praise God. With the money with lawyer, 2,100. I reconnected with a family sister whom I told my situation from when I came to the UK. And this girl looked up and down and said, Geoffrey, why didn't you contact me? We lost contact for many years. Say, Geoffrey, don't worry, I'm going to send this money. It was like a dream. It was like a dream. And this guy sent this £2,100 and added even £100 for me to eat food and dance and turn around. I danced and turn around. It did not end there. My direct senior sister, I am behind her as a junior brother, is battling with cancer for more than 2 years, breast cancer. All of them are looking on me for help, but myself, I need help. I've always been crying. I still told my family sister about my sister, who already knew from the forum, because when the matter got worse, when my sister was dying in the house, I had to go to the family forum and cry to them that my sister is dying. That brothers and sisters, anyone who would like to bury my sister, please let him or her bury her now that she's alive. My family contributed money, which my sister did. The first 3 chemotherapy, the money got finished. And this is when my small sister again, family small sister, got involved and did what she alone could do. Sponsored my sister through the chemotherapy and other stuffs. Until the doctor said there are no more chemotherapies. Now my sister is on drugs. And now back in the village, my sister too is a widow. The husband died with no child with her. Pastor Jerry, I've said my story. As I'm talking to you, I know I'm talking to God. As I'm talking to you for the world to hear my story, my testimony, I know I'm talking to God. Pastor Jerry, please say a word to my family. Say a word to my family. We are suffering. Say a word to my family. Say a word to me, Pastor Jerry. From childhood till now, in my 50s, I am still crying. I am still begging from people. My family is crying. Pastor Jerry, say a word to us, a prayer for us. Let my late parents to be happy where they are in the grave. Me and my siblings are all sick. We are suffering and still begging from people. Pastor Jerry, say a word to us. Say a word to us, Pastor Jerry. I've been on this fire altar for 2 years and a half. Let everything change for me. Very soon, I'm going to be evicted in this hotel. Very soon, I'm going to be evicted in this hotel. I don't know where I will be. That is how it's happening with asylum seekers in the UK. I don't know where I will go. But I'm still trusting God that He will help me. Pastor Jerry, say a word for me and my family. Me and my mother's children are suffering. Even our firstborn, who was a civil servant, he came back empty. He came back empty. Say a word for us. Thank you so much.